Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this video is going to be the part of your HTML series, a key step in your journey to become a full stack web developer. So in this video particularly, we will talk about comments in HTML, how you can write comments in HTML, and what is the even need of comments. So as this playlist is a beginner friendly playlist, so I'll be covering each and every concept and especially the basic concepts as well. And you can also find the handwritten notes for this topic in the description below. And also, I'll be including an interview question of each topic, whether it would be this video or maybe in the upcoming videos. So, without wasting any time further, let's start the video. So, first thing first, what is the need of comments? So, your comments will be useful to have your code explanation, or maybe at the time of team collaboration, or let's say for your future proofing as well. Your comments can be useful. So, don't worry, we will see them one by one. I'll explain you these three with examples to show you the actual use of comments. So first, how you can write comments in HTML. So your comments can be useful whether it would be Java, JavaScript, or even in CSS. We sometimes need to have comments. Only their syntax can be different. So let us see how we can write comments in HTML. So first thing first, the syntax for this would be simply your angle bracket, then simply a exclamation mark, then two hyphens. So this is your opening of the comments, and this is simply the closing of the comments, where this is known as your angle bracket, that is simply your left angle bracket, then simply exclamation mark with two hyphens. Then again for the closing of your comments, again two hyphens and a right angle bracket. And inside this, whatever you will write simply, that will be called as comment simply. So the first thing, that is simply your comments will be useful for code explanation. So let's say you have created a website where you simply have navbar, maybe about section, or maybe a carousel, or different sections of the web page. Then to see we have this much long code. So for now, don't worry about this code. I'm only explaining you the use of comments. So you all just focus on the comments simply. So let's assume you have this code for a website where we have different sections of the web page. So simply, so let's say this code is simply for your navbar. So what you can do, you can simply have the syntax for the comment. Then here, what you can do simply, as you know, this code is for your navbar. So simply you can give, let's say, your navbar, or maybe let's say navbar code. So similarly, let's say we have one more section. Let's say this section is your carousel section. So what you can do again, you can simply have the comments and you can give a name simply as carousel. So this was the first use of comments, that is for your code explanation. So let's say we talk about the another use, that is simply your team collaboration. So right now you create projects and you work on your own, right? But when you will go for jobs, let's say, so that time you will be given a project and you will be having a team. Let's say it may consist 10 or maybe 15 members. So that time no one will come to your laptop to check your code, right? There you will be having a tool that is simply your Git and GitHub. So about this you will learn later on in the course. So that time what you will do, you will simply write your code and simply upload your code to the GitHub. There all your team members will work on the same code. So let's say if 10 members are working on a code, and if you have a long code like this, see, so long code, and they are in the company, when you will work on the real-time project, your code may be too long. So that time, if you will write comments, so other team members can easily read the comment and have idea of what the code is about, right? And if you don't write comments, then there will be wastage of time, as if a new person, if look onto your code, simply, it will take time for him to understand the code, right? But if you will give simply comments, then simply he can understand what your code is about. So if we talk about the third use, that is simply your future proofing. So it means, so let's say now you are a college student, right? So what you will do, you will simply create 5, 10, or maybe 12 projects, or maybe any number of projects. So what you will do, you will have a long code for each project, right? So let's say again, if you come back to your code after 6 months or maybe 3 months to have a slight change or to simply have an update on your existing project. So that time, so it is usual that you might have forget which code belongs to which section, right? So let's say that time, if you again have comments simply, let's say here we have carousel, then simply for your navbar, you could have simply have the navbar code. When you open your code, you will simply see that yes, this is the code for your navbar. Then again, you will go down. You will see yes, this is the code for your carousel. Then again, for other thing as well, like the about. So as here we have bootstrap. So you could have simply given bootstrap container class or maybe any other thing you want, right? And the best part for the comments is simply this thing like this about or maybe this carousel will not be displayed on the web page. It will be visible only on your code editor. And there is one more thing. So let's say if you want to have comment, let's say for the navbar, you will give angle bracket, then again exclamation mark, then two hyphen, then navbar, then again for your contact the same thing. So instead of this, simply having the syntax every time and giving comments individually, what you can do, let's say here we have navbar, contact, and simply your about. You can simply select all and simply press Control plus forward slash C. At once, you can give the comments, right? And again, when you press Control plus forward slash again, it will be uncommented. Then again, Control plus forward slash C. So this way easily you can have comments in HTML or maybe any other programming languages, or sometimes for your styling, you give some comments for your preference, right? So these three are the uses of comments, although we can have many other uses, and these three are the most common uses of comments. So I hope you understood about the comments in HTML and how you can give comments in a pro manner. Now let's move on to our interview question for this. So here we have the interview challenge for you. So the question is simply, can HTML comments be nested in any way? So why or why not? So just try to comment your thoughts. So the one who will give the answer first and with the best reason, I will simply pin that comment. So just try to give this answer on your own. Don't take help from ChatGPT. Just try to answer this on your own. So yes, that's it for this video. Hope you all understood about the comments in HTML. See you all in the next one. Till then, take care.